Hi everyone, Omeza here. Welcome to the second tutorial of this Excel dashboard. Today we're going to be looking at how to create this very tooltip or show this head with some kind of animation right on this tutorial. So it's a very beautiful one indeed. So we're going to be doing this very real quick, and you can see if I step to another one, it gives me another way of animation, and that is very cool. We can actually hover off it, and that is all good. So if I hover over Africa, we're gonna have Africa come up as well. So now we're gonna be doing this to make sure we show how this is done. So right now, in case you didn't know, the data is all about COVID-19 data that actually shows you cases like total cases, total death, new death, total vaccinations, and all of that. If I actually click on this, everything just gonna get updated just like this. Now, can you see that? Everything just get updated. You can see its chart get updated. Total case right here, it gets updated as well. And we have what we call take a tell. In case you've not watched the first part, you're just gonna take a look at the first part and see how it really goes. Now I'm stepping down to the tells right now, so you can see what it is, and what we're having right here is more information about this particular total people tested. And if I keep clicking on it like this, you're gonna see that we are having more information about it. So now if you're actually doing this for your boss or for a client, you do not need to be there for him or her to understand what it is that every part of the dashboard is doing. So right now you see that I'm still stepping in to the different aspect of it right here. So now that's exactly what it is. So right now it's giving us about the map. So now I have a dedicated video for this. I'm gonna be leaving the link below this video. Then you take a look at how we created this, and you avail yourself the opportunity of creating one as well. So right now that is all about that. We've just got it. So 9 of 9, which means it's okay. So even though if we don't click it within some few minutes, if we don't interact with this, it's just gonna get disappeared on its own. So download it and actually take a look at it and ask any question if need be. So right now we have this dynamic filter right here. It's hidden. When we click on it, what's going to happen is going to come out in a very stylish way, which is something you really want to take advantage. You have to know how to create as well. So stay tuned on this video and let us create this all together. Okay, right now let me just take you to the right sheet. Here the right sheet, and already I have the cards right here. I'm just going to bring the cards up right here. I have the cards right here. So all I'm just going to show you in this tutorial is for me to show you how to animate this very card we have right here. So right here we have this card, and I'm going to be animating this card from this particular part where it's sitting right now, and it's going to be moving down to this end as soon as we hover over it. And if we hover somewhere else, it's just going to get disappeared. I don't want to show it every time, but I'm going to show you how to do that. The first thing you do is to run analysis and actually place it on a card. I have some tutorials that actually talked about how this is done. At the end of the video, I'm going to tell you how we did this. So the first thing we're going to do right now is just for me to go to the top level right here and actually go and search, like tell me what. If I click on that, I'm just going to do this for me to search selection. Okay, yeah, selection. This is my selection pen right here. Display the selection pen. Just click on it when you select it, and you're gonna have all this. So now we have, so it's gonna highlight that one that is being clicked on. We're gonna check it out. What the clicked one is it showing us? I think it's not really showing that right now. I'm gonna show this there. Okay, now we can collapse this. We can actually make sure we have all of them closed, so we see what we have actually clicked on. So right now I'm going to deselect this right now, and I'm going to select it back again, and I should see it selected. If there is not even selected, that means we are not selecting anything. Okay, we're selecting something. Okay, right now if you look out right here, I'm actually selecting Asia, and here is the Asia right here. If I select on Africa, you can see right now it's switched to Africa, so which means this is where Africa is. If I go to the eye right here, I'm gonna actually deselect this, and you're gonna see everything is just gonna get disappeared. And if I come to Asia as well, it happens like that. So this is what we want to actually use code to just actually do, and it's very simple. It's just one line of code. Like if I see one line of code, it's one line of code. So now I've just getting this now for the first time. We're just gonna copy this name from here. I'm gonna copy it from here. So if you're new to VBA, you don't worry. I'm gonna be doing everything step by step, then you learn from it. So right now I might have done that position where I really want this to be. So I want this to be right here. So just right here. So now this is for Africa. So now I'm going to go to the top level right here and add something. So I'm going to go to developer, and if from developer, what it's just going to click right now is on insert controls. So now I'm going to click on insert controls and go to this particular label active X control. So now once I've done that, I'm just going to actually place this right here. I'm going to place this right here. So once I've done that, so I'm going to get the second one. So that is for that. So I'm going to go get the second one. I can actually edit it and click on it. Once you have it clicked, make sure you have it selected. If you want to edit this, you can actually go click on it. So right now I'm going to go to the top left right here. You make sure it's on design mode. I'm going to click on this particular same thing again, and I'm going to this time around I'm going to actually place it around it, and here we go. Now we have two of them, but the problem right now is that I want the first one to be at the top. I'm always going to click at the first one right here. You can see level 1, and I'm going to move it to the top level. So if it moves, you can now see it right here. So now we have it already here. So the next we're going to be doing right now is just to the top level and turn on what we call properties. Now click on the properties. You're going to see it right here. So the properties is right here, and you have to be clicking on to show then before you actually can interact with this. So right now we can see we can highlight this, and we can as well highlight this. We can feel like, okay, I want to adjust this a little bit, and we have it adjusted. But the first thing we're going to do right now is just that I'm going to click on the second one right here and go to this particular box style and double click on it, and what it's going to have is we're going to have it gone, and we're going to click on this one, we're going to have it gone as well, which is mean it's transparent. It's still there, doesn't mean that it's not there. But right now, what about this level 1 and level 2? So we can get it away from here by highlighting it. I'm going to click on the lid from here, and I'm going to do the same thing to this particular one right here. So right now I can now go ahead and close this, and if I take my mouse off it now, can you see that? You can't really see nothing. So right now I can see we have this and we have this. So right now this was what we're going to hover, and this particular aspect is going to actually show and animate. And if you hover over this particular aspect right here, below this particular aspect right here is going to actually hide the tooltip for us. So right now I'm going to actually go with the first one right now. What I'm going to do right now, which haven't highlighted, I'm going to actually have to duplicate, but always make sure it's at the top level. Now if I duplicate on it, double click on it, this is what I have, and I'm going to actually go and say from click, I'm going to be going for mouse move. Now we take it from click to mouse move. That is what we want. So now I'm going to actually get this away from here. So the first thing I'm going to do right now is that we need to know what sheet we are onto. The sheet we are onto right now is called dashboard, and that is not the name of the sheet though. I'm going to actually go right here, and the conventional name of the sheet is sheet 1, but we'll rename it to be dashboard. So we're going to be using the sheet 1 right here. I'm going to say sheet 1.shape. So sheet 1.shape, and I'm going to actually have to minimize this. So right now we need to actually get something clear right here. I'm going to make it smaller and bring it down. So if I click right here, you can see it's actually pointing at Africa. So that is what we need to actually work with right now. I'm going to go right here and actually say open bracket, this double quotation, and I'm going to type in Africa, and I'm going to close the double quotation, then have this closed, then dot visible. So that visible is equal to true. So what does this do? Now what this one does is this, that okay, what it is, if we hover over this, I'm going to actually collapse this. If we hover over right here, I want this to show, but if we hover over this one that we've not actually written code for right now, it should actually go and ahead and hide. So I'm going to double click on it as well. So I'm going to make it full this time around. So now we have it right here. I'm just going to go right here and actually change it to mouse move. Now we get it away from here. Now we have a very clean work. So right now I can just copy this from here, copy in. I'm gonna have to paste it right in here, and all I need to change is this aspect. I'm just gonna delete that. I'm gonna say equal to, I'm gonna go to for MSO first. So we have this, and this is really working. So we can go ahead and comment. Okay, can you see this sign we have right here? What does one quotation? So I'm gonna say, okay, this will show the tooltip. Okay, now I'm gonna go right here and say, okay, I'm gonna do the same thing to this one. This will hide the tool tip. Now you can see, you understand what the code or what one does and what the other one does and stuff like that. So now this is exactly what it is. So I'm just gonna close from here and actually deselect this, but it's not really working. What is wrong with it? Okay, I'm gonna tell you why it's wrong is because we are on what we call a design mode. I'm gonna show you what it is. So go right here and actually see, look at this, it's highlighted, so it's on design mode. So we need to take it away from design mode, which means right now it's out of design mode. So right now it's gonna work. Can you see that? That is a, if you go right, it's not gonna work. But if I actually hover over this, it's gonna actually show. So it disappears, it shows, but right now there is now some kind of animation right in it. So we're gonna actually have to make sure we make it animated to run through from here down to this bit. So right now we're gonna leave it at this particular start of it. So right now I'm gonna go right here and have it on design mode again, and from there I'm gonna go right here. Okay, now I'm gonna be pasting a code right here right now. So already I've actually explained in one of my video how this code works. So right now this code is gonna be working for our animation. So it's gonna be making our animation to work. So we're gonna be using this time frame. It's just like we actually write some kind of yeah, it's so it's just our animation so that it to animate. So I've explained this code formally, so you can just copy the format and actually it's gonna work for you straight up. Okay, fine. The first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna be writing our animation inside here. This way we're gonna animate, so not the close aspect. So we're gonna write our animation right here. So now I'm gonna say sheet 1 dot shape dot shapes. So we're gonna say Africa. So we do that for the last time, Africa. So we close this. Now that. So I'm gonna say left. So we have left. Okay, let me just let you know what it is that we have right here. So we have left, which means we are going from right to left. We can go, and we can go from left to right this way. That is how we can go. Now we can go from what? From top to bottom, and we can go from bottom to top. But what we have right here to define for the first time is either left or top. We don't have right, we don't have a bottom, but we have top and left. But we can still use that to define how we want the position to take. So I'm going to copy this away from here, and from that I'm going to go to view, and I'm going to go to use my what I call immediate windows. So if I click on my immediate window, it's going to go that way. I'm going to actually bring it down and make sure I have it expanded. Yeah, we have something nice like this. And I'm gonna make sure we go this way. Okay, nicely. So now that we have something like this, I'm gonna actually have to, okay, for the first one, I'm gonna have my my question mark right here. Is very important, very important. Don't forget about it, else it's not gonna work. I'm gonna actually, we have just generated a number. How does this work? Don't worry, you will know in the jiffy. So right now I'm gonna say equal to this particular number just got generated, and right now, because I'm gonna be doing this many times, I'm gonna be copying this over and over again. But before I do that, let me just actually go down and actually go call this function right here. Okay, the function to be called. So now for the function, we're gonna say the name of the function is our time frame. We're gonna say time frame. So open brackets. So now it's gonna be 0.03 seconds for the animation, how fast we want or how slow we want it. You can set it up like that. So we're just getting this. I'm gonna copy this alongside with this. So I'm gonna actually go and say go paste once again. Okay, I'm gonna put more paste. So now we have this. So right now, the next thing we're going to be doing right now is that, okay, we have just got the position to be 378. So let us get a new position so we can actually go ahead and move this a little bit and go back and see what number does it give us. Place your cursor right here and hit enter. You can see it's changing. So I'm going to actually copy this again. I'm going to place it in right here. So what we are doing is for the left. Don't forget. So I'm gonna do for another one another time. And I'm gonna go right here, shift it a little bit, and go and take a new position of it. So just go right here as well. So the second position, the third position is this. So we go and we have this. Just follow the step I'm using to get this done right now. You're gonna have yours achieved as well. So we're gonna move it. So we are creating animation in VBA, Excel VBA. So it's really cool. So we got a new position, and here we go. We copy this. So the code is actually unique, and we have to remember which one we have to paste it in. So we go the same way. Now we're gonna make sure we move it a little bit, and we go back and get our new position. So this is the new position, and we still have once more to get it moved. So I'm gonna see. Okay, now we have to. Okay, I'm gonna be moving it once more. Again, we copy him. So right now, get a new position. So we have a new position. The last position we have to make way for it. So here we go. Paste it right here, and I'm gonna go for the last position. So paste the code. Okay, we're gonna go copy this. I'm gonna copy and I'm gonna paste it under here. Okay, right now we're gonna go generate the last one. So we move it. So we want it to stay this way, and we can actually bring it down. So right now we bring it down, so it's showing Africa. Now you can see Africa, and when I actually go hover over it, it's going to show me Africa. So right now I'm going to go back and get my new position. So it doesn't really mean if I move it up and down, it's going to give me the same position, but what it controls is the left side out of it. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to paste this right here. So paste this, and now we can close this. Look, now we are cool with this. We can go check it out. If there's any error, it's going to throw out an error, but I'm not so sure if there's any. So I'm going to click right here, and here it's not on design mode. If it's on design mode, just like here, it's not going to work. So right now it's not really working, so we're going to take it out from design mode. Is that way? So right now, if I hover over here, it disappears. If I go here, and what is going to happen is that it's coming gradually. Now can you see that? We've just written our first animation, so we're going to be using this animation to do a lot of things in our subsequent tutorial in a different way. So all you just got to do is just put your eyes on it and see how everything is being done. You can actually achieve the same thing as well, like what we have achieved right here. So right now I've just given you the left part of it, so let's see how we can actually control it on the top and bottom level. So I'm gonna be bringing this one on. So how I want this one to go right now, this is forward for Asia, and for Asia I want it to come from here and down to this particular aspect, from here and go move up, and it shows it all and some kind of being like this. So I'm gonna actually have to position it here, and you see our issue right here. We can go ahead and copy it if we want, but it's very simple to be written. And the next thing we're gonna be doing right now is that we don't need to reinvent the wheel again. So all we need to do is do the same thing that I had done before. Go right here and click here and actually go. And I'm gonna be making this very fast. It's gonna be quick. So if you didn't catch up on the previous one, now you're gonna get everything we have done in a very smart way. So we're gonna bring it this way. Okay, this bigger one is actually on top of the smaller one, so we want this one right here to go to the top. I'm gonna move it, and after having it this way, I'm gonna go right on this particular properties and click on it, and actually make sure we go on this blank box style. We'll click it. You're gonna have it transparent, and I'm actually gonna click on this, and you can go ahead and select this 0, and it's gonna be transparent as well. So now we've just getting them transparent, and I'm gonna remove this particular label. So I'm gonna remove this label as well, and now we'll leave it to some kind of plain. So now this is what it is, and all I'm gonna do is to do the same thing I had done before, just double click on it. But right now I told you we ain't gonna reinvent the wheel again, so I'm just gonna click on this and say mouse move, and then I'm gonna have this cleared away. So now that I've done that, so all I'm gonna do right now is just to make sure I come right here and copy this and it dies out. So copy, so go right here and have it pasted, And what I'm going to do right now is just change this one, change this Africa to Asia. That is all. So I'm going to actually double click on this and copy it and actually have it pasted here and here all over. I'm gonna paste the last one right here. I think we have it done right now, and it's gonna work for this. And now we don't need to do any other thing than to go back, and we've just done for the first one. I'm gonna click on this one and change it to what a mouse move as well. And after doing that, I'm gonna go for this and the first aspect of it. I'm gonna copy it. Already we have written this, and you know how it is. So I'm just gonna paste it right here, and I'm gonna change this one as well to what, to Asia. So I'm gonna change it to Asia, which is gonna work. Nice, so that's cool. Okay, now we are cool with this, but the problem is that we don't really need to be, we don't need one to be the left side. So I'm gonna be using the one called tab. So I'm gonna be using tab, and I'm gonna make sure every part of it is carrying tab. I'm gonna go right here and paste it, and we have it done like that. Alright, we have it done like this, but it's not really okay, sorry for that. I beg your pardon. So it's not gonna work so well, so we have to go and take up positions ourselves. So if I go right here and test it out, actually go over, this is gonna disappear, and if I want to bring it back, you can see it's coming sluggishly. How long are we gonna wait for this? So it's not gonna work that way. So what I'm gonna do right now is just to actually make sure I take the position I really want. So I'm gonna actually have it right here, and let's try to animate this from this end. Okay, right now I'm gonna actually make sure it's on design mode. I don't want to come back there again, and click on this and go right and copy this one here, and make sure copy, you go to view and you take this particular image windows. I'm gonna close this so it's on the internet. So right now all I have to do is to clear this out. So refresh that. I'm gonna clear this. I'm gonna have to put this right here with the question mark. So right now the new position is this. So because it's the top one, so I'm gonna be taking the first position. That is a good one. So now I'm gonna move it a little bit, and I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna take the next position right in it. So now you do this over and over again. Just know we're gonna be fast on this because we have already had it explained. We don't need to do some kind of sluggish work. Move it. So just move it. Okay, now once we have done that, we come right here, we generate a new code for it, and we copy it, we paste it right here. There we go, paste, we go move it a little bit, and we go generate new one as well. So we generated a new one. Always remember the last one you pasted and go paste it in it. So we paste it. So we go again. We're gonna have a very nice animation right now. I'm gonna generate a new code again. I'm gonna copy this. Now we're actually doing for the top. Previously we done for the, okay, this is this one right here. So I need to move that particular shape like twice again. So let's see how it's gonna go. Now move this right now. I'm gonna be moving it close. Move this right now. I'm gonna be moving it a little bit once more again. So hit enter. Your enter key is gonna work. So copy, and I'm gonna go here and have it pasted. So I'm gonna paste it right here. I'm gonna go for the last time. I'm gonna do this. I can actually make sure it's closed to show that okay, it's changed for Asia, and I'm gonna go last time, and I'm gonna hit my enter key again, enter, and it generates the last one for me. If I go copy and paste it right here, I think we're done with this tutorial. For real, we're done with this tutorial. So I can go ahead and make it disappear, and actually if I want to make it come back, you can see how it's really moving, and it's moving so swift. And here we go, it shows us with animation, so we can go over what is and where is Africa. So we want to actually go to Africa. We can actually go to Africa and show Africa alone. So now we can see where Africa is coming from the right hand to the left hand corner, and this particular Asia is coming from the bottom to the top level. And if you want to go from what, you want to go from top to the bottom, all you're just gonna do is just start to shift this from this particular aspect down, and you check the position, and that is how it's going to work. So in case you've never watched the file tutorial before, you can actually avail yourself the opportunity of going right straight up for that particular file tutorial and take a look at that and see how we actually that quickly, and everything that we have right here, the tooltips and everything, and the ticket tool that we have right here. And I told you it's going to disappear on its own. If you don't have it, click in some few seconds, it's going to disappear. And this is very dynamic. Every single time we make a change, it changes as well, and the mark got get updated. So you can actually avail yourself the opportunity of seeing how that particular video is being created. Now it disappears. So, and this is gonna be the next video we're gonna do right on this channel. So all you just gotta do is just stick around to see how this is, and avail yourself the opportunity of creating the same thing as well, because it's gonna be some kind of very amazing, and see how we can kind of write the simple code that does all the work for us. So you can see it filters everything, and if you want to clear it, I can click right here and have the filter cleared as well. So right now, if you have not been a subscriber on my YouTube channel right here before, go ahead right now and hit the subscribe button and share this video to your friends and family or your colleagues in the office, and actually come back for more content. Like we're going to be doing video on Power BI in no time, but for now we are concentrating on Excel. So thank you very much for watching. If you're still there for us, we want to say thank you. So we go right ahead and show you the data set that we have used for this. So we can see the data set is right here. Now we're gonna have you to get this and actually work with and see how this is gonna be done. So we've run some huge analysis right here, and we've created something very good. So we're gonna be showing you everything. So if you have any question, leave that under the comment section and let me know what it is that you are looking, or you want to understand more and more how it all this that we have done right here. All right, thank you very much. Thanks for watching, and thanks for staying by. Stay blessed and stay out of trouble.